The following is my story about having SD. I have this information on the website, but I want you to hear it from my own mouth. My name is Timothy Kidwell. I'm 53 years old. For 33 years I've been a minister for the Church of Christ, as was my father and grandfather before me. To say that I live by my voice would be an understatement. Nothing is more important to me than being able to preach the gospel of Jesus. My speech problems began in the year 2000 while preaching for a church in Central Florida. At first I only noticed trouble with my speech while talking on the telephone. I would struggle with words with certain sounds. This caused me no immediate concern, and I contributed it to allergy problems. But as time continued, I realized I was having more and more trouble speaking on the telephone. This seemed strange, but caused me no great alarm. In 2001, I began a new work with a church in Central Texas. Over the next couple of years, my speech difficulties slowly surfaced during the times that I spoke publicly. I noticed that during times of jocularity that I had no trouble speaking, but when the mood and tone became serious, I began to struggle. At this point, I started to become concerned. An appointment was made with an ear, nose, and throat doctor. His diagnosis: nodules on the vocal cords. Prescription: rest of the vocal cords. Upon my follow-up visit, the doctor informed me that the nodules were gone, but that I probably had acid reflux and would need to take an acid reducer to stop burning my vocal cords. After many frustrating months of gradual deterioration of my speech, I made an appointment with another ear, nose, and throat doctor. This doctor informed me within 2 minutes of entering the room and hearing me speak that I had spasmodic dysphonia. He referred me to a speech specialist at the Scott and White Medical Clinic in Temple, Texas. After several sessions with the speech therapist, the diagnosis from the second ear, nose, and throat physician was confirmed. I definitely had developed spasmodic dysphonia. My speech therapist gave me no hope of recovery. I was informed that people with my condition usually only got worse with time. This was devastating news. But I was then informed that there was treatment for the symptoms. Botox could be injected directly into a vocal cord, causing temporary paralysis, allowing air to flow more freely when I spoke. Other than vocal cord surgery, which the doctor admitted was very risky, Botox was given as my only choice. By this stage of the SD, my ability to sing had completely deteriorated, and my speech was seriously compromised. Feeling I had no other option, I accepted treatment by injection. The injection procedure is at best a disturbing process. Many patients have to be sedated in order to prevent panic during the injection. A camera is run through your nose down into your throat. The doctor then sticks a long needle through the outside of your throat and watches his progress on a television monitor as he tries to inject a vocal cord. The patient must sit completely still without swallowing during this procedure. I found this procedure to be one of great stress and discomfort. Following my first injection, I developed a side effect of Botox, that is, laryngitis. For almost 1 month, I could hardly speak a clear word. Also, I found myself strangling very easily when drinking, eating, and sometimes just with normal swallowing. After about a month, my voice returned. I was exhilarated. Choking was still a problem, but I was willing to deal with that so long as I could talk. After about 3 months, the injection started to wear off. Over the period of about 1 year, I received a total of 4 injections. Each injection became less and less effective. The procedure became more and more stressful. During my 4th injection, the doctor missed the vocal cord twice. 2 times, the Botox ran down my throat into my stomach rather than going into my vocal cord. On his 3rd attempt, the doctor said, "That might do it." He said he was not sure how much Botox had actually been injected. By then I was struggling greatly to speak. I desperately began to search the internet for possible solutions. Out of all the information I found, only one website spoke of a cure for SD. With great interest, I read everything printed on Dr. Morton Cooper's pages. After trying one of Dr. Cooper's simple exercises on finding my voice, I was immediately able to speak clearly. With great excitement, I went into the kitchen and talked to my wife. She was amazed at what she was hearing. I had regained my voice. But the next day, I was unable to maintain a consistent pitch. I had lost my voice as quickly as I had found it. Understanding what I needed to do was easy. Application was very difficult. I needed help. Only one man in the entire world gave any hope of a cure, and it's to him whom I turned for assistance. After a brief telephone interview with Dr. Cooper, I obtained confidence that a cure for my condition was available. In April of 2005, I traveled to Los Angeles, California, and spent 4 weeks of treatment under the care and guidance of Dr. Morton Cooper. During that time, my speech improved greatly, but I was not cured. However, I did learn the tools that I needed that would take me down the road to recovery. After leaving Dr. Cooper's clinic, I continued practicing what I'd learned. The first year, I was unable to tell much difference. Sometimes I felt my voice was getting worse, but I never quit. One comment Dr. Cooper regularly made was that a car can't run without gas, and a person cannot speak without breathing. That was easy to understand, yet hard to apply. The second year, I incorporated my voice exercises with physical exercise. I found that by walking briskly in a swimming pool while talking helped me learn how to breathe and talk at the same time. A person cannot exercise without breathing for very long. It was during this time that it began to click for me. As Dr. Cooper said, "You got it." Today, 6 years later, I'm preaching and singing with no trouble. People who knew me a few years ago are amazed at the difference. No one today asks me what is wrong with my voice. I sound normal to them. What a wonderful thing to be normal.